Okay, we do have another question here from Keanu V. Not Keanu Reeves. I knew it. That's why I had to add the last initial.
No, I was like, man, Point Break, Patrick Swayze, this thing's coming full circle. Keep going.
But Keanu's question says, I make $69K a year, and after maxing out HSA, 401k, and Roth IRA. Woo! That's right. How do I optimize the hyper-accumulation step in the financial order of operations?
I mean, holy
or
cannoli.
Is he? Honestly, I'm just interested to hear your take here.
I know how he's affording this.
Well, I just want to do some. Can I do it?
He's robbing. He's in between surfing. He's robbing.
Point break. He's making a point
keep
break.
going. Keep going.
No, he can see the Matrix is what it is. He can see the Matrix.
Oh man, we ought to take this on the road.
Poor Keanu.
So
He's never heard that one before.
HSA. I know that the family's $7,750. So single. I'm gonna assume single is half of that, right? So it's $3,875 plus 401k is $22,500 plus Roth IRA is another $6,500. That is almost $33,000 of savings.
That's incredible.
On $69,000 of income. That's a 47%, almost 48% savings rate, right? So first, right there, Keanu, holy cow, right? Like that is like financial mutantdom, like to a T. You're crushing it. And so I think his question was, how do I maximize?
Yeah, hyper-accumulation.
How do I maximize
He's
so it sounds like he's on
for the
that
three-bucket
step,
strategy because he's got to know the why. So tell him the why of why we even have the three-bucket strategy.
Yeah, so three-bucket strategy, we have a belief that as you begin to build wealth, you want to build assets in three distinct tax buckets. You want your tax-deferred, that's like your 401ks and your IRAs. You want your tax-free, that's your Roth IRAs and your HSAs or Roth 401ks. And then you want your after-tax or your taxable brokerage account. Well, if you can build up those three buckets, when you get into retirement, when you get into financial independence, you get to pick and choose your tax rate. Meaning, if you know you have these three different pots you can pull from, you can control what the taxability on your annual income looks like. And so we have a number of clients right now that have large seven-figure portfolios with six-figure incomes that are paying in the lowest marginal tax brackets because they're able to gamify where their dollars come from. Now, Keanu has an interesting point, Brian. A lot of people ask this, hey, I hit 25% before I ever get to step 7. Does that mean I need to shift? Or how do I think about that? Or if it's not naturally getting to step 7, how do I know if that's what makes sense for me?
That's what I love about step 7 with hyperaccumulation is because now the first kind of steps 1 through 6 is to go through the checklist, get to 25%. But I like in step 7 because it's really focusing on the why and how you're going to use it. So if you think you're retiring much sooner than 59.5 or 55 from a company that has a 401k, then you probably need to have that after-tax account really boosted up to be that bridge to get you towards retirement or closer to retirement. So that's the part that I like focusing on is the why, so that you can not only have the pots of money, but also focus now what is the allocation, not from you do it from an investment allocation standpoint, but also a tax location standpoint and an account structure. Mm-hmm. You're going to be set. And that's why it lets you, this is the kind of the art of the process. I really do think steps 1 through 6 is just checking the boxes of the basics, but it's when you get into those later steps of like the 7s and the 8s of balancing the prepaid expenses plus the whys of when that you get into the art of making sure you're maximizing every moment and to know to be the best version of yourself. And that's also when we think the abundance cycle kind of reaches graduation point too. And if you want to, you can go to moneyguy.com or boundwealth.com, and we have a work with us section. And this is exactly the type of stuff we help people work through.
48%.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
But you know what I will say? Just because I want to make sure we have questions on the other side about difference between financial mutant and miser. After you do that exercise of why, and maybe even looking at at learn.moneyguy.com to know your number so you actually know where you are in the process, if you find out all your goals are going to be accomplished, but you have loved ones that are saying, why are you so tight? Why are you so cheap? Just make sure that you do understand the difference between miser versus financial mutant, because if you've already got the goals covered, it might be the point that you are stepping into step 8, which is the prepaid expenses or abundance goals, is that you make sure that you are creating and maximizing those memory components as well.